My name is Olov, and I hope you can see my presentation now.
Yes.
So I work for Eclipse Optics, and we're a Stockholm-based engineering company, contract engineering company. We don't have any products. We don't manufacture anything in higher volumes than prototypes. But we offer our expertise in optics and photonics as a service provider. And we started about 10 years ago, so we've been working in many different projects, and surely mining and geology is a very interesting field. So I'll present the company here today and some of the projects that we've been working on, which might be relevant to this community. Okay, so what do we offer as service can be divided up into different areas. So we can come in different stages of a project, and we can do it on site or remote. So we do a lot of these design and simulation projects. So a customer comes to us, wants to have an optical system designed or something simulated, which involves light. So we can do that. We also do limited types of testing, lab and testing, so different materials, optical tests. We also have a camera lab in our office in Malmö, in the south of Sweden, where we can do image quality evaluation of cameras. We also take on larger projects, like going from a concept to a prototype. So this involves like other partners as well, usually, since at Eclipse we only work with optics. So we, depending on what type of complexity and application we develop a prototype in, we take in different people from our network. We also have several of us working on site with customers in their optics teams. So you may already have some optics in your company, but during a shorter time, maybe you need some extra resources. And we're happy to jump in and help out during those periods. It's also nice for us because we can work with what we love in optics. So talking about different technology areas instead, I already talked a little bit about camera technology, what we do there. And when it comes to optical design and simulation, we work a lot with imaging optics, of course. So designing objectives and different measurement systems where you use optics to make images. We also do illumination optics, LED optics. So here in this sewing machine, going sort of from these small LED emitters onto a larger area where you want to have your light. Optical metrology, with this, think about spectroscopy as well, as you already saw many applications. But it can also be sort of measuring optics, and these mirrors in this solar concentrator that you see in that image is used to uses optical metrology in some way to measure those surfaces. But it can also be a concentration or absorption or something. And then we have some extra long experience with LiDAR and microscopy. And I'll show you some applications of LiDAR later on in this presentation. So here's the full team in the tulip fields of the Netherlands about a year and a half ago. We had just been taking a long bike ride, so some of us are a little bit tired in this image. But it shows like how big of a group we are, and also quite diverse in age and gender. And we have a lot of PhDs. Most of us are actually PhDs in physics. So we love to work together in our projects and develop stuff together. Some key figures just to show you. Here's a crude map of Sweden. We have office in Stockholm where I am, and one in Malmö where we have a few 5 people working. 18 people, about 3 million euro turnover, and a lot of projects since we started about 10 years ago. About over 500. And mostly working with companies in Sweden, but also around the world. So going into some interesting projects. This is one LiDAR system we developed for Murata. So Murata is actually a Japanese company, but in Finland they had this small division which made MEMS mirrors, and MEMS mirrors can be used to scan laser beams. So we worked with them to develop this demonstrator on a very limited budget, but it uses 1550 nanometer laser and this MEMS mirror and a time of flight principle. So sends out the pulse, measures the time, goes back. And we worked together with electronics, hardware, and software, so we could develop and visualize the actual point cloud that was collected by the LiDAR. So that was very nice. And this is another LiDAR system actually developed first to discover submarines, but now it's being used for bathymetry, so measuring water depth. And it was a Swedish company that was later, as now it's almost 10 years ago, but it was bought by Leica. So it uses a combination of near infrared and visible light laser beam, so actually 1064. And the green part penetrates deeper into the water, so you can measure also the depth of the water when you're using this airborne LiDAR, but it can also measure different things on the ground as well. So with this, we designed and constructed the LiDAR and built it, aligned the systems. We've been working with them for a long time. Trimble is another type of LiDAR. They have their office here in Stockholm, and a very high precision systems. Here it's actually used. It's the picture in the background has been used to scan our office building here in Stockholm. So I'm sitting now at the top floor of that building. And here we worked on site during a longer period to develop this LiDAR. This is a different application, but I thought it was still relevant because this is a Volvo construction equipment. So they build these truck loaders, and we were working with them to develop a head-up display, which is a bit challenging because the windscreen is flat. So you need to have other solution than in private cars. But we built this prototype, and we managed to meet the requirements there, and now hopefully moving on to the next step. And last, I took an example of a camera development project that we had for Veoneer, which now is Magna. automotive. So both stereo and mono cameras, working with different suppliers and requirements and specifications to meet the customer's needs. Okay, so what can we do for you? These are some different applications. My first thought was from the movie Prometheus. If you have seen that movie, it's very cool drone driving in a mine. So let's build that. Or visualization or surveying, that's what we know. We know the optics, and you know, hopefully some application. So what can you do for me or for us? Come to us with your applications and issues, and we can help you with that.